Your Sasstastic Life with hosts Trisha Rivas and Wendy Fredrigo.
Hello. Look at us in another different spot. We are at Harlow and James in Valley Junction in West Des Moines. And I want to welcome Brenda and Kelly.
Thanks.
And then what's her name? This blonde chick here too.
Rude. Mrs. Doubtfire.
So
I wish we would have been recording the 20 minutes prior to all this, because this would have made, they have to be on the After Dark series.
Oh, I mean,
here we go again.
yeah, I'm down. After dark.
We're out of material now.
Oh, no. Never.
Never.
I'm in.
So your new store just opened. Has it just been like a month? 3 weeks?
Yep. We opened up on May 4th, actually,
May
was our
4th.
official open date. So just over a month.
So tell us the origin story of Harlow and James.
You start.
Okay. So we're fat.
You're curvy.
We're curvy. We are
Got a lot of cushion for the push.
That's right.
we're confident women who have struggled all of our lives to find clothes that fit right, that flatter our bodies and that we feel good in.
Yeah.
And so during the pandemic, when there were 5 plus size shops in
5.
the area that closed down,
Yeah.
I looked at Kelly. I said, "What are we gonna do?"
Yeah.
I mean, seriously,
Right.
like
Have
I
nowhere
ordered
to
Like for
something.
yourselves.
Yes, for
Yeah.
ourselves. Like,
I'm
what are we
like,
going to do? We can't find
okay.
anything.
I would be forced to shop at Walmart or Target or whatever, which is fine. They have some cute things there, but I wanted more.
Yeah.
And I wanted a better way to be able to express myself than just those places. And when we order from China and we order a 4XL and it won't even fit over my knee,
Yeah.
Right.
that's not only is that depressing, humiliating, but it's just not right. And so we needed clothes that fit and that will fit the way they say they're going to fit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we were in Arizona
Yeah.
with our daughter.
Uh-huh.
We have a daughter.
Kind
Crazy
of.
story.
It is.
We'll get back to that.
We'll go back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then we said, well, what are we going to do? Because I said, that sounds good. And then I think it was like a week later and you're like, I'm serious. I
Like,
think we
maybe
should
should
do
start
something
our
on our
own.
own. And so we did. We started out of Brenda's house and we had fairly soon, though, it was overrun with inventory.
Yeah.
And so we thought, well, maybe we'll get someplace we can just ship out of because we can do this online. So
And it was the majority of the business was just an online business simply because it was the pandemic. People were not going out shopping, and we were spending money advertising in the areas that showed good response to our Facebook information.
Sure.
And we were getting orders from all over the country. Still are.
Yeah.
But that's how we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people wanted to come in because who doesn't want to try on clothes, especially being
Yes.
curvy women.
Yes.
We're
You want
not
to feel it,
built
touch it.
like this.
That's
We're
what
built
we
like
found
this
out.
and this and round and square and everything in between. So, so then we started doing some private appointments and then we were open a few hours here and there. And then it became, we should probably think about a
They want to
bigger
come in.
place.
The girls want to come
Yes,
in.
everyone wants to come in.
And what we were trying to really provide them with was the experience that plus size women do not get the opportunity to have. And I can't tell you how many times I have been with my friends or Kelly has been with her friends and we come to this beautiful little Valley Junction to come shopping or we're going to
Any other place,
Minneapolis to
right.
the mall or
Yeah.
we're going anywhere. And what do we have to do?
We'll take the earrings.
I'll take the
please,
earrings,
or the
please.
shoes.
Yes.
Or
Or-
the-
And
a
I
hat.
Accessories.
I won't even try because even if someone says that they have it, it might not fit. There's a really thin person that's going to be helping me and I'm going to feel judged. I'm not going to feel good about me. And so we really wanted to create an experience where people came in, they felt beautiful in the clothes that they chose to try on.
Yeah.
And they got help. And Kelly's
Yes.
an amazing stylist. She can like shrug and move and everything to just get the fabric to lay just right to really flatter a figure.
It's awesome. And as much as hopefully, our customers are happy and feel so good when they leave. Oh my goodness. What this has brought to my own life
Yeah.
is amazing. Don't you think, Bren? Oh,
Yeah.
It is such a great experience. We both have full-time jobs outside of here. So doing this as well, I mean, especially during the pandemic, it has been just like a lift to my soul in a time where I personally really needed it. We probably both really needed it because Megan, our daughter, had just gone off to college. And so we had this Megan-sized hole in our lives, right?
Yeah.
So
We were both feeling the same thing.
yes, at the same time. So so now we moved here, we found the space, and it was a very quick thing. And so we've been here a month and a half in Valley Junction, and they've been welcoming. The community's wonderful. And
so awesome.
And it's just, we're helping so many other women and so many other people, not just women. Everybody's welcome here. So we've had a lot of different people come in and buy clothes. And I love that. I love it. It's
And
an
you know what
honor.
I super love? I super love it when the skinny friend or the husband or the kids get to sit right here in this beautiful space and like wait for their mom or their sister or their wife to come out of the dressing room and smile like the first time she smiled, having a try-on experience.
Because it's not just, we want them to have options. So we might go somewhere and find one thing. Well, this fits, so I'll buy it. But it's not often that you can go in, especially to a boutique as a plus size woman or a curvy woman, and find more than one thing that fits. So when they're like, I have like 5 things I have to figure out what what I need to pare down.
Yes.
I love that. I really don't care if they walk out with nothing, as long as they had an amazing experience, they felt good about it, and they know they can come back.
And you know what? I think sometimes women have a little bit of trouble because they're a little bit intimidated. They're like, I just threw my hat on to go out and run errands and I don't know, And what I want every woman, big, small, short, tall, to know is that at Harlow and James, you can come in anytime. It's a safe place for everyone. If you just need to chat, we're right here. We will chat with you and we'll boost you up, and you will be holding your head up high when you leave here, because we care, and we have a price point for everyone. Yeah. We start our items at $9.99 and we go up, and we have sequins ball gowns for $500 or $600. So we really run a good price range for everyone.
I love that you have like more formal, former wear. I can't talk.
Farmer,
not farmer wear. Formal wear. Because if you have to buy that online, you have no clue what that's going to be.
Oh my gosh, no.
And I usually wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I will say the first time I shopped with you guys at your previous location is one of the first times I've gone shopping and I didn't cry in the dressing room.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. And that's true, because she did call me. She called me and told me, she's like, I just had the most amazing experience at Harlow and James. And but a lot of people have said that about your guys' experience.
Oh, that's so awesome to hear. Yeah.
Exactly why we do this, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I want to come back to Harlow and James, but I want to talk about something, Megan.
Yeah.
I want you guys to share what you were talking about with having that hole, but please share the story with us, because it is very unconventional.
Yes.
And as women, it is very much unheard of. Am I correct?
Well, let's face it. Women are catty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can be.
They're terribly
Yes,
catty.
they can
They're
be.
jealous. They're
Yeah.
bitchy. They're
Yeah.
hormonal. They're
Yes.
menopausal. All those
Yes.
things.
Yes. Yes.
And when we were going through COVID, I was so frustrated and I was so over it. And I am so done. I am just so upset with how everything in the world is going.
Yeah.
And I'm making my vision board as I do. And one of the first things I found in a magazine I had that I wanted to cut out and put on there was Let It Go.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to let it go and I'm going to inspire. Those are my 2 things I want to do this year.
Yep.
And I decided that year, Megan was graduating. She wasn't going to get to have a graduation party. She wasn't going to get to have a graduation ceremony and nothing. So I decided that it would just be a good idea to have her dad and her stepmom over for dinner and a gift and just a small celebration. And so Kelly is married to my ex-husband.
So say that one more time, just so everybody gets it.
Kelly is married to my ex-husband, and she is my daughter's stepmom, who has loved her like her own since she was 4 years old, and now she's going to be 21 in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I always appreciated that Kelly was there for Megan, because I can't imagine a little girl 4 to 6, 8 years old going with her dad, and you know, it just there's things, and so it made it so much fun for her to go. Looking forward to that and stuff. And so, I mean, clearly Chris has a type, you know.
Yes.
Curvy.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know, to be able to get along, a lot of women cannot do that with each other. And I don't think, I mean,
We're sort of business together.
right?
In our
And-
50s.
Yeah, in our 50s.
Yeah.
And Megan's not quite, she's kind of weird about everything still.
Is she like, is this real? Like,
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Like, how come you guys didn't talk for 20 years and now all of a sudden it's okay?
We never,
But that,
it just, we didn't spend the concerted time together like we did after, during COVID. That was our bubble.
that was our
right?
bubble, because
Yes,
Megan was back and forth
exactly.
from our houses. And so, like, we were
Right.
all connected
Right.
that way. And so it's like, if we want to do anything with anyone, it's got to be them.
so
So,
it wasn't
Right.
always that way.
no.
Well, we
But I don't see you guys
ever-
being nasty.
No, never nasty.
No.
Just, little things come up, just like any other,
Any
like
other-
sibling even,
God,
or
yes.
anything,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And, but no, I will say I have always loved Brenda because I got to be a mom to
Mhm.
Megan
Yeah.
that I would never have had the opportunity. So
Yeah.
yeah. Always but yes, as we've gotten through the pandemic then, and we started hanging out more, and then this came to fruition, and the fact that we have Megan, our lives are pretty intertwined, and it's a good thing, it's a good thing.
So
We
what
wanna
did
lift
what
each
did
other
your
up.
your husband think about all this at first? Was he leery too? Was he like,
Yeah, I mean, he was fine. Of course, they had met. We go to Megan's birthday parties
Yeah.
together,
Over
and
years.
her,
We knew each other.
school programs and everything. It wasn't like we avoided each other.
No.
Yeah.
We just didn't go to dinner or to the movies together or anything
Yeah.
like that. So now, plus we're co-parenting, so we're like
Right.
opposite. So I had Megan on
Yes.
Wednesday, he had her
Yes.
on Tuesday. So there wasn't any time to get together when
Yeah.
one of us didn't have the
Yes.
child.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's people like freak out when they find out, but then I'm like, why is this so weird? It's
Right.
just because you know what? In my mind, it's like Kelly didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my ex-husband didn't do anything wrong. I mean, and I certainly didn't do anything wrong by falling in love with my husband.
No.
But there's one thing we did right, and that was raise Megan together.
Yeah.
And she's going to be an incredibly strong woman
Yes.
Yeah.
at some point in her life. So
And at some point, things will change, especially when she starts a family, or and kind of figures things out for her and what it means to be a parent.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's so inspiring. I wish that more.
I was just going to say that.
I
It
wish more
is.
ex-wives
It
and
is.
wives and husbands and ex-husbands could just get along, because it's so much easier.
it's so much
Yeah.
more work to do it
to
the other
get-
way.
Yeah, it's so hard to not
It's
get along.
exhausting.
It
My
is
goodness.
that can be very exhausting. I mean, I'm the youngest of 9, and pretty much all my siblings are girls.
Right? Her mom was so busy.
Ooh, I like
We're
it.
not Catholic. She was just a passionate Protestant, as my mom would say. But
Passionate Protestant. I like that.
but
T-shirts made.
but she my mom, that's a lesson I learned from my mom, which was everyone's welcome at my house. She wanted to see the grandkids, and sometimes it would be the ex bringing them. Great, everybody's welcome. Y'all got along at one point.
Yeah.
We're all going to get
Yes.
along now. So
Yeah.
so it just, to me, it isn't a big deal, but I can understand for some it would be. But
But that
anymore.
you're confident.
Yeah.
You're confident in yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yep.
So if you're confident, I will say the one thing that I've loved is, would I like to lose weight? Of course. Do I want to do all the things I used to have to do to lose weight? It's even harder now with menopause, right?
Yes.
So maybe I'm this size forever and
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't want to wait to be thin.
It's so
to
liberating.
Find clothes that I love.
I mean,
Yes.
seriously, get
And
over
feel
it.
sexy.
Yes.
And Kelly and I, before we put anything out on the floor in our store, we try everything on.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something. If it says it's an 18 and it fits like a 14, I'm ripping that tag out and I'm resizing it so it'll
Yeah.
fit you in your size.
Right.
Ooh, I love
Because I
that.
am not having you try on
Yeah.
your size and it is so small you can't get in it. That is
Yeah.
way too depressing.
Yep.
It's just, and I love that you mentioned that, Brenda, because it is depressing.
Yes.
It is depressing.
Absolutely.
You know, and for someone, I am on a new health journey and
Mhm.
losing weight and whatnot. And there's been times where I've went in to Target or a boutique and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to try on this 18 and you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay, nope, I guess I'm trying on a 24.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh,
Yes.
this is depressing.
And how
Yep.
about the fancy dresses are way worse? Like I went in like for my first wedding
Yeah.
to get a dress and they're like, oh, you're going to need the biggest size we make.
Ugh.
And I looked and I'm like, I'm certainly not the biggest bride to ever get married.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
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 And, you know, there's body shaming everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I had Megan in the delivery room, I was body shamed into submission to where I wouldn't even go to a gynecologist for 10 years after my baby
Mm.
was born
Mm.
because it was so awful.
Yeah.
And the people that haven't walked in your shoes or lived inside your skin
Yeah.
don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. And
Yeah.
there's so many factors that go into weight, and we're starting to understand more the biometrics that go into
Yes.
it,
Yes.
and the disease that it actually is, and the way that our body
Mhm.
processes foods that's different than a naturally thin person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we just need to come together, be comfortable. And another reason why Kelly and I are on the website, you'll see our faces all the
Yes.
time.
And I know I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
We want to, because I'm in 1820 and I will tell you that. So especially if you've been in the store too, you can see what I look like.
Yep.
You know what my shape is.
Yes.
I have nothing against trimmers and shapers, but I don't want to be that uncomfortable.
Oh,
Exactly.
no.
Isn't
No.
So
that the
I'm
truth?
like, guess what? You get to see it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
number of events I've gone to where I've sat and suffered and spanked.
Yes.
Oh
I'm
my
not
gosh.
doing it.
No.
I'm not doing it.
If I have to go to the ER to have it surgically removed
No,
from my ass, I am not wearing it anymore.
Amen.
I am not wearing
Not
it
gonna
anymore.
do
I'm
that.
not.
Mm-mm,
I'm
nope.
not.
Ain't no day.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Everybody
No.
knows I'm not a size 12. So why am I trying to squeeze it all in and look like I do?
So
Let that fupa shine.
yeah,
Absolutely. All
it's
of it.
okay. It's
And
okay.
the thing that I have come to realize is that, especially when I'm like, oh, I don't like that picture or that picture or that picture. Nope, this is the one picture where I'm standing perfectly
Yeah.
and not showing a roll. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm the only one that ever sees me
Yes.
because I stopped in a picture like
Yes,
that.
that's
Otherwise,
right.
Yes.
you see me as I am all the time.
All the time.
So
Yes.
I
You're
am
so critical.
embracing myself, and I'm.
Yeah.
We're
Mhm.
just gonna love ourselves, love our rules, love our body, and we really make an effort to
Lift
be
everyone
very
up.
very body positive here. Very, don't talk about diets. If
Never.
you want to talk
Not
about
here.
diet, that's fine. I'm going to tell you not to, but
Yeah.
we choose not to. We
Yeah.
choose not to talk about
Yep.
things that
We're not
maybe
gonna.
others or society would say we should do.
Yes.
We're gonna have cake on our birthday
we
here.
do.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
we're
have
not
snacks in
gonna.
the
Yeah.
back. We have pop,
Yes.
whatever you want.
Yes.
Yes.
And for a reason, it's not, our lives are a journey, right? And so it seems to me that we focus so much on when we only get to the one perfect part of our lives where we're this great weight or this
Mm.
great shape or, whatever it is for that short amount of time. And it's like, you know what, for the rest of the time, do I not get to wear cute clothes?
Yeah.
Do I not get to, be happy with myself?
Mhm.
I think that's silly, and I don't want us to do that. The journey is just as important, if not more so. And I don't want Megan to see us shaming ourselves. I don't want to
Yes.
talk negative
Yes.
around her or anyone else, especially those impressionable
The
young
girls right now,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
terrible.
Yep.
I have
They're-
3 daughters, and I right away was like, I got to zip it.
Yes.
Yeah.
way that I used to talk to myself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate
And
this,
sometimes
my
it slips out and they're
uncomfortableness.
like, Mom, I mean, they're like, stop it.
Yeah. But isn't that great? Because you've got that, you've
Yes.
done that already.
You did that.
Exactly.
You
It-
made that.
And it's just
happen.
as important to talk positive around your sons.
Oh,
Oh my
for sure.
goodness.
Yes.
For sure.
I mean, honestly,
Yes.
to talk about feeling comfortable in my own skin, no matter what weight I am,
Mhm.
no matter,
You're right.
no matter if my hair's long or my hair's short,
Yep.
or
Yep.
and them, wanting to be with a woman who feels great in her own skin.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Makes a difference. for
There's
both.
nothing more
does.
beautiful on a person, any person, than just confidence.
Yes, isn't that the
And,
truth?
and
Plus,
being
when Kelly
happy.
works,
Yeah, it's true. Well, she was doing something out here when she came in, and I was like, girl,
confident
get it.
enough to
I
go
was.
home and twerk.
I know. I know. I was scared for the microphone for a minute.
I know, right?
Sometimes we practice that. You're like,
I really
trying
did.
to teach each other, like, how
Right?
do you do that?
I don't have it
We
down
have
yet.
this giant mirror over here.
I could just see you like it's quiet. You guys turn up the music.
Yep. We forget sometimes that we have these lovely new large windows.
They're like, is that a dance club or is that a
Yeah,
grocery
right?
store?
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you guys always make everybody feel so comfortable when
Thanks.
people come in here. You really do, and you
Thank
make
you.
it so fun to shop. And you have everything, like you said, from casual to evening wear. And I have shopped it all. I mean, as soon as I came in, I'm going by the racks, and I'm like, I'll take that.
And
Yeah.
So as we go forward in our journey with our store, we're starting to see what our customers like to
Yeah.
purchase.
Yes.
And they're actually sending us notes like, hey, in October, I'm going to need
Yeah.
for this wedding.
Love that.
Would you be
Yeah.
willing to find a few things? And so we're
Mhm.
able to privately shop for them from our wholesalers, which
That's
is
great.
really
Mhm.
awesome.
Mhm.
And so I think I mean, when a local person can call and do that,
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Right? When we,
Right?
When we were,
Yes.
when I was
blessed to do it
younger
now,
or
so,
anything.
yeah.
So,
I love that.
and the amount of women, you said the first time you didn't cry in a dressing room.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the number of women that go in the dressing room
Mm.
and they cry because it fits?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
oh gosh,
I got chills. Just
me
now.
too.
Because they will go in and they'll be like, you'll either hear a little giggle, like
Yes.
it does. fit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And once they get in there and we can bring them a few things that we know will
Mm.
fit them, oh my gosh, it's
I love that.
It fills us up just
It
as
does.
much.
It
So,
does.
Yeah,
You
I
can
have.
tell.
Yeah.
I have a reverse story back to the bridal thing. I have to
Oh
share this.
yeah, yeah.
So we lived in Lincoln, and I was in Wahoo, Nebraska, looking for a wedding dress.
Oh.
And there was another bride there, and I saw one that I liked, and the lady's like, "Oh, well, we don't have your size. We'll have to special order it. So, excuse me, would you try this dress on for her so she can see it?"
No.
To this thin bride that was shopping there, and I was kind of like, "Wait, did she just say what I think?" And I said,
Oh
"Well,"
my.
and the poor bride looked at me like,
Oh.
and I'm like, "No, that's okay, because I'm not gonna look
Like,
Like
that.
like
that.
she does in that
Oh,
dress."
right.
And I
Yeah.
walked out. I was like,
Yeah.
"No."
Good for you.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? Those moments still happen now.
Yeah.
Like,
They do.
It's happened to me at
do.
Jordan
It's
Creek. I've had them
crazy.
say, "Oh, we don't have your
They
Yeah.
do.
size pants." So you have that pretty woman moment, you know,
Yes.
where you
Yeah.
just want to
Yes.
you go
Big
find
mistake.
Yeah.
do the big
Big
mistake.
mistake.
Huge mistake.
Huge.
Yes.
Big.
Big.
Like
big.
I won't call you a fat ass anymore.
she calls me a fat ass all the time,
That's okay.
but it's with love.
We can joke amongst ourselves.
Yes.
Of course.
as long as you're in on the joke.
It's the most fun when you can talk about yourself that way.
Yes.
And we are, I mean,
Yeah.
we're curvy women. And,
Hey, I love food, man.
Me
and here's
too.
what's the other thing is
Me
that
too.
curvy women are there's more curvy women today than ever. In fact, curvy women are like 10s and 12s according to everyone.
I know.
Right.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
and that's
Yes.
yeah. That's like plus size starts at 10 in some places. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but hey, back in the day, the more you had, the more wealth you had.
That's
Yes.
oh,
Oh,
right.
yes.
That's
Right.
right.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh
You
my
were gonna
gosh.
right?
Oh yes.
We're
my-
bringing that back.
We're bringing it back. Let's bring that back.
Yes, we are. My great grandma, her name was Num. And she, if I remember correctly, lived to be like 103 or 104.
Wow.
And she was a very curvy woman, lived out on the farm, you name it. Well, in her generation, that was what it was. The curvy you were, the more money you had.
Oh.
But she also had an obsession with breasts
Oh.
and if they were bigger. And my mom is big breasted. And every time she would see my mom, she'd go, "Oh, Dolly."
No.
Yeah, she called everybody Dolly.
Like
and then
16 candles?
Yeah.
I kid you not,
That's
she'd be like,
exactly what I
"Ooh,
thought.
Dolly. Oh, those are firm. Those are firm.
Oh
Those are
my
good.
God.
Those are good."
Did she ever do it to you?
Girl, I don't have anything.
Did she go, "Oh, I'm so
I know,
sorry"?
yeah, exactly. But yes, I mean, we need to bring that back. It needs
Yes.
to
We are bringing that back.
be calling everybody
Mhm.
Dolly and grabbing
Dolly,
each other's
yep.
breasts.
Yes. Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
I promise they will not do that if you come shop here.
Producer's been ready for it.
He said, can I work here?
Yes.
Yeah, can I stand by the door?
Well,
Oh,
thank you so much for just shining light
yes.
to people's lives that, I mean, I'm telling you, a lot happens in that dressing room.
It does.
It is
Seriously, you guys, it
amazing.
does.
And
Yes,
they have
it
beautiful
does.
dressing rooms. They're
Listen,
just,
we've made them big enough for everyone to fit into comfortably. We
Yeah.
have fans that we're mounting on the walls so that you can
Yes.
stay cool. We're
Yes.
trying to be very mindful
Mhm.
retailers.
Yes.
especially in
and-
this Iowa
Yes.
summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can even go into a dressing room and they're small,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
and that is
Yes.
That was so
we had
disturbing.
ours custom made, so they
Yeah.
are
We
large enough that you can move around.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I love it.
we
Well,
thank
thank you.
you a lot for your support too.
Oh my
We
gosh.
appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes,
You're welcome.
yes. Well, we
Thank you.
absolutely adore you guys and love your story and love what you are doing and all the good stuff.
High five, girl.
I
Yeah,
love
good
it.
job,
I
guys.
love it. I love it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Your Sasstastic Life is produced by Apex VO. Go to apexvo.com. That's APEXXVO.